All right, here we are in my first video driving to work in my Ford Mustang. I gotta get used to that. That is strong. Gonna have to get, that reverse. Wait, that's okay. Yeah, it's if you go all the way down, it takes you to manual. So yeah, welcome to my first video in my, hopefully long video in my new car. So okay, it's on normal. I love that. I just wanted to get a bit of a view on that. Okay, so that left paddle, this left bar right here that, is the blinker, and then the right one I think is for the windshields. And then it's also for the lights. But then there's also light stuff there in the bottom. So I left early. I left at 8:35. Yeah, this car is great. It's just I have to be a lot more light on the paddle. But that's pretty much it, really. It's not that different from my Challenger. It's just a heavier, The cool thing is, though, if my foot is, starting to hurt on the brake, from holding the brake for too long, that was a common problem I had in the Challenger. My foot would actually start to kind of cramp up from just sitting on the brake for too long. I can actually just take my foot off the brake once I'm completely stopped, and it'll just sit there. If my foot starts to cramp, I could just sit there. Instead, it'll automatically brake on its own, which is really, really nice. So see, right now, I don't have my foot on the brake. The car will not go until I press on the pedal, the gas pedal. So the start and the stop is a little tricky at times, because sometimes I guess I have to put my foot all the way on the brake, and it feels like my foot's all the way on the brake sometimes, but it's really hard to kind of tell, and I have to press the stop button, and the car will not completely stop sometimes. So it's a little obnoxious sometimes. Looks like Michael behind me. It's probably not, but it looks like it. But yeah, Ford GT Mustang fastback V8 engine. Sure is quite the lovely noise, Got all my mirrors adjusted. Oh, I got a Super right next to me. What do you know? The day they actually contacted me for this car, which was a couple days ago, again, because I decided to check back on it. I might move the seat a little forward. I might have it too far back. But nice touch is it has sensors. So like if I'm trying to switch lanes because of the blind sides, even though the blind spots aren't that bad in this car, it'll actually alert me if there's cars on my side. So then I can just look at the mirrors instead of having to reach all the way back. You know, so it's got like these little blind spot sensors, you know, so then I could switch lanes if I want to or need to at any point, you know. But if they're on, I'm not going anywhere, that's for sure. So, but yeah, you know, very fine driving car. I never thought I was ever gonna get a Mustang. What's with all these squad cars? There's like 10 of them driving by. Wonder what's going on there. Something's going on in Graham or Spanaway or Graham. Hopefully not in our area. So yeah, this car has a sports mode. It has a track mode. It doesn't have a calm mode, you know, where it dims the exhaust. I mean, like, I think it switches to it, but it doesn't have the exhaust valve. That's what the guy said. The exhaust valve is what actually makes the car louder, quieter, you know, which this car doesn't have. So I assume it probably can go on a track and race and stuff, but it cannot. I think the exhaust is about the same. So, but the quiet mode, there's no quiet mode. I brought my medicine, just in case my mouth starts acting up. Hopefully not. You know, it's healing fine from what I've seen. It's starting to scab up. It's just, you know, it's got white spots in there, which that's the scab, so. But I guess it's supposed to hurt a little from time to time, which, like, right now I can kind of feel it. But if it's like excruciating pain, that's when it's bad. But it is healing fine, which is really great to know and hear. So yeah, it's so funny that this Supra is right next to me, because I was actually going to go looking for one. I wasn't going to buy one before they it's so funny, because it was the same day, a couple days ago, that they were like, hey, we actually relooked everything and you're good to take the car. And I was like, oh, okay. But it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty hard giving my Challenger up. I gotta stop saying it's my Challenger, because it's not my car anymore. But it was really hard giving the Challenger up. I will miss that Challenger. You know, it was a good car for the time I had it. I've taken really good care of it. I take care of my cars. I don't ever fuck with the insides, the stock. Again, I just drive to work, go home. You know, maybe at times I'll try to have some fun with it if I'm like going down the highway, you know, but not too much to where I'll get in trouble. And then, you know, so it's 8:45, so. But yeah, you know, so. Yeah, I was gonna go look at some Toyota Supras, even though I probably wouldn't have fit in that, because that car does not have as much room. I looked at the interior, and that car only has literally 2 seats. There's no room for a back seat. It's only a driver and a passenger. But smooth like butter, this car is smooth like butter. My work shoes, I am not wearing them no longer in the car driving home. I'm actually going to switch them out. You know, I'm going to switch them out. So I have my regular shoes on, and then when I go into work, I'll put my work shoes on, and when I'm out, take them off. I'll probably get some new work shoes down the line too, because those ones are already taking a beating. You know, so I'll probably get some new ones down the line. I have paperwork, you know, so they don't question the fact that I was gone for 3 days, you know, so. But I told them I was going to be back Wednesday or Thursday, so it turned out to be Thursday, which was good, because obviously I had to get the car. I had to get my tooth done, other tooth, not the socket, get a filling. I'm so glad that the socket's not bothered, because they blew a lot of cold air in my mouth, and a lot of that cold air was hitting that socket, and I was just like, oh fuck, I hope they don't fuck it up anymore. But yeah, it's not excruciating pain, so that's all that matters, but little tiny bits of pain, I guess that's normal. But yeah, it's a very fine car. The engine looks awesome. I'm not gonna lie, this car is very nice. I did not care for Fords growing up, but man, this Mustang, the Mach-E's, the electric Mach-E's, I'm not gonna lie, those Mach-E's are not bad. Those electric ones, he drove me around in one. He wanted me to get that originally to trade in the Challenger, but I was like, nah, I'm not in the market for an electric car, bro, right now. I'm only in the market for something louder. And again, I was very grateful for the Challenger when I had it, but I wanted to upgrade to a V8, not to something even quieter than the V6, Plus, I'd probably look real stupid in that car, so. But if I have a family 10 years, 5 years from now, I'll consider getting something going on that if I have a better paying job, But right now, I'm a solo flying guy, so of course, and I'm obviously going to be on top of taking care of this car as well. So yeah, I'm going to be very much on top of taking care of this car. I'm not going to fuck around with this car the way I did the Challenger. The Challenger, I really did not do a good job at cleaning it at all. But this car, see, like right now, I ate a banana before I came in, and it's just like, my hands feel kind of sticky, so I should have sanitized my hands, but it's no big deal. I could wipe the wheel down the line, and again, I don't have my work shoes on. I have clean clothes on. The clothes, I don't really care. I'm not going to change out of my clothes just to drive home. It's just the shoes that I because the rugs, the floorings are the dirtiest parts. Especially, since it's actually carpet floors, but I do need to get weather mats at some point. So that is something down the line that I hope to come and grab, is some weather mats. So then I don't have to keep rocking it with the carpet floors, because it's starting to get hotter. It's starting to get not as rainy. So, if I can, it gives me a few months out to get what I need before it starts to get rainier. Come on, guys. I have now mastered the V8. The first time I ever driven a V8 was a long time ago. My dad and I had a BMW 325 Xi. It was my dad's, considering it was in his name. He was paying it off. I was 14, 15, wasn't working. And that was the only BMW I've ever driven. And it was a V8. It was just as loud as this car. It was just as loud as this car. But I was the annoying kid who liked to keep revving it. I would sit in the driveway and I would just rev the fuck out of it. And my dad was like, dude, stop, And I'd be like, oh. He's like, you can actually fuck the car up for doing that as well. So I was like, oh, shit, my bad. I didn't realize just revving it will actually blow something out. So lesson learned, But the car was fine, but then they repoed it not long after. But yeah, I've only driven the car like 3 times. I drove it home a couple times. I drove it around I drove it in front of Spanaway Lake High School when I was going there. You know, not to, but, you know, I drove it around the parking lot, you know, when they had the parking lot open and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, that, just like this car, that it had that torque, you know, where the, you know, if you're not careful with that pedal, it'll whong, you know. So, you know, but yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna stop the video here just in case if my time is almost up before my memory gets screwed. So I'm gonna get to work. I would like to film people's reactions, so I'm actually probably gonna cut it there if I see anybody out to see it. But if not, it is work. I'm not allowed to really have my phone. So yep, you know, I'm glad I got my phone in a good little place. So thank you for watching, and bye for now.